Hi, this is Rachel with Soul Root Tarot. I'm here to give a reading today that hopefully will help anyone out there who's going through something similar. This is a message from my own inner guidance and everything that's going on in my life, but also for the collective that's also going through those same things. If that resonates with you, I would love to have you stay tuned in so we can get through these messages together and see what kind of advice we have from the universe today. So what I'm seeing here is we have the Page of Cups, and I'm sitting by the river here, so this is pretty pertinent to the reading today. What we're seeing with the Page of Cups is that stability. He's standing on that solid ground, the waves behind him flowing. He's got this cup and it's full of fish. He's just got so much passion, so much excitement, so much readiness to move forward and really see what his emotions can do, how he can find the stability within himself and go through these motions, the ocean, the waves, things like that. How it's going to move us forward is by looking within ourselves through the Hermit. So we see the Hermit here. He's standing on top of the mountain. Now this mountain, it's going to represent all of the different obstacles, the things that we've been through in life, kind of getting towards that challenge of really looking within ourselves, just like he has in the lantern there. And so it's really about finding our inner light. And again, with the Page of Cups here, it's showing me that there's definitely a learning experience going on right now that's helping us to look inside of ourselves and find that stability even with everything going on around us. I know it's the holiday season, so it's super crazy right now for everybody. Even if you're done shopping, anything like that, it's just, we feel it as a collective. So this stability is really good to see for me anyway right now. Now what I also have here is the Eight of Swords. So we're shown the Eight of Swords. She's bound, right? She's blindfolded. There's swords seemingly surrounding her. You can see that in the distance there is, if you can see that, a little castle back there, almost like she's kind of turned away from home at the moment, trying to find her way. But also very pertinent to me right now is that we need to take off these binds that we put on ourselves to not see what's in front of us, behind us, anywhere we go. Getting back to that stability within ourselves. The Eight of Swords is really just that moment of, okay, I've got these things surrounding me. How can I take off these burdens, these binds, things that are just not working for me that I can actually move forward with? So it's really a lot of mental kind of clarity here that we're learning and that we're ready to let go of these binds that are just not serving us anymore. So then so here we've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Pentacles. So it's all about giving and receiving, right? Going back to the season that we're in right now with holidays and everything in the physical world. So if you look right here, you can see that this guy, he's really receiving all that he's being given. And this other guy, if you look closely, you see that he's got a wallet in his pocket, yet he's still there, ready to receive anything that is going to be available to him, that's going to help him kind of move forward and balance the scales, so to speak. The Wheel of Fortune, wonderful. We're really getting towards this completion time of, again, getting rid of those burdens like the Eight of Swords, right, that are around us and we feel like we can't move. But actually, if we took off that bind, and I'll show that again, we can see that actually we can just go around those swords, right? Like move around the puddles, that kind of thing. We're really just keeping ourselves bound by not seeing the things that are in front of us that are helping us to move forward, the people, the places, the things. But using this Wheel of Fortune, we can see that there's a lot of knowledge, information being given right now that's going to help to turn that wheel and move forward with that. So I'm really seeing a message here about finding our own inner light and finding that stability within ourselves to get rid of those things that are no longer working, complete the cycles. It's the end of the year. It's, the year of the snakes. So we're getting rid of anything that is not pertinent to our life anymore. So I'd like to pull some oracle cards here to help confirm everything. This is one of my favorite decks. It's the Sacred Rebels deck. And like I said, we're kind of like balancing here, right? Just like the Pentacles. What do I feel, right? So this collective, I know that we have a lot of empaths here. I am one of them. This time of year is so hard for me because I am feeling that energy from everybody, all the stress, the busyness, the movement, which is great. But for someone that's sensitive, it can be a lot. So we really need to kind of take that moment to be a little bit more vulnerable. She's got her little shirt unbuttoned there. Just super chill, sitting there contemplating, the apples to the moon. Like, what do I want? Like, should I listen to other people, or should I really let that go and really find that place within myself that's going to help me make the decisions that are going to help me, and discern which feelings are actually mine versus what they aren't? Okay, apples to oranges, right? Kind of like, is this me or is this someone else? Is this for me to work through right now, or should I just let it go and let the other person deal with those feelings that they put on me? So I really like that. I'm going to move on to some Ganesha cards. And this is one of my favorite decks. It's just so perfect right now for being next to the river, the trees, the mountains. It's just my beautiful, happy place. So Spirit, what would you like to bring forward as a message to help us through this collective message today? All right, so yes, revelation. So if you look at Ganesha here, he's above the galaxy, right? He's looking down, he's seeing everything. He's kind of allowing things to be revealed at the moment. If we would just take off that damn bind. What's binding us? We can't think about these things unless we take this time to be a little bit vulnerable and see where do we fit in all of this. I love that he's showing up right here, right next to that, after we have the earth up here, and then it's kind of like Ganesha is looking down, like, hey, things are divinely going to be revealed in time. And from us taking this time for ourselves to unbind ourselves of everything from the past year that has just really not served us and that we don't want to move forward, things are going to be revealed that we can actually tangibly work with here. So I love that. Now I'm going to work with the Goddesses cards. I believe these are from Doreen Virtue. Yes. This is one of my first decks, actually, and they are very powerful, so these ladies want to come out today. Let's see who we have here. Okay. So here we've got Rhiannon and we have Isolt. So Sorceress, Undying Love. There's really just something about this, finding that light in front of ourselves that we've had all along, but we haven't really taken the time to think about, how much love really is within us that we can give out and that is just forever. And how can we work with, the moon or all of these different kind of aspects of ourself to really open that place in ourselves where we can be vulnerable not only with other people but with ourselves. And then if you look at Isolt here, it's so beautiful because she's just got so much surrounding her, and it's just showing that there's so much beauty around, that if we just take the time to really tune into that intuitive part of ourselves, we'll be able to find that within ourselves. Very heavy on me lately. Now I'm going to move on to the other two that came out, two of my favorites. embossed. So she's an Egyptian goddess, and if you can see the cat there, that's wonderful. Then we also have Vesta, which is home. So home and independence. So we really want to make sure we make that home within ourselves. Again, that kind of fire that burns within us that we may not be able to see, have we not opened up ourselves to that at all. And being independent, which really, if you can see there, it's almost like she's letting go of so many things and just standing there so strong. And you see that she's got the lion ears. So she's kind of the goddess of the cats, the lions, helping to let go of those burdens that we may have taken on ourselves or that other people have put upon us. And I really love that because it just really shows how strong she really is, and that letting go is not anything to be ashamed about. It's nothing to be feared or anything like that. It's just part of the season, right? So trees let go of their leaves. We need to let go of the things that we've gathered onto ourselves that really aren't necessary to move forward with our individual journeys. And then the last card I'm going to pull here, it's kind of a short reading today. And they're just all coming by themselves. So this is pretty amazing. I love being out here in nature and feeling the difference within the decks, being in nature versus, you know, inside or anywhere like that. So let me see here real quick. Okay, so what I'm seeing here is, I'm going to put these two together. Saying no. And then again, we have the Sphinx there. So saying no is actually okay to do. We're taught that we should always say yes, we should be kind, caring, and all of these things. Yes, we should, right? But also we need to have a boundary, and especially as empaths, an energetic boundary around us that's going to help us stay connected and centered, even though there's this storm going on. You see the Sphinx sitting here, and it's just so strong. Again, like Bast here. Bast. I'm sorry, I don't know how to say it. But yeah, you're kind of seeing that, you know, she's standing strong, letting go of this stuff. That storm is still going on around, but, you know, we're using that power of the Sphinx to stay steady through all of these things. And by saying no, that's helping to give us our boundary to open ourselves and be able to look forward to the things that we can say yes to. Now I'm getting this card as well. Break the chain. Yes. Definitely something I've been working on lately as far as my ancestor work, things like that. We really want to break that chain, because what is the Devil card? The Devil card, they both have chains around their necks, right? But if you look closely in the Devil card, you can see that those are actually very, very loose, and they have the power to take that off themselves, but they're looking at a power outside of themselves, which is keeping them stuck, such as ego, such as, you know, oh, if I just buy this thing, I'll feel better. Oh, I'll go eat and then it'll make me better. Like, I fall into that trap all the dang time. So anyway, it's just really reminding us that we have the power to break that chain. She's going into this cave, which almost looks a little scary, but it's almost unknown and just ethereal, and it's that kind of discovery of, if I break this chain, what else can I discover within this? Where can I move forward? How can I heal these ancestral patterns that, again, may not even be ours to begin with? And the only way we're going to see that is if it kind of comes up and really shows us that. So through opening ourselves, we can really see that taking that time really is going to help us to illuminate those things. I wanted to say eliminate, so illuminate and eliminate the things that no longer matter within our lives, within ourselves, that affect others. You know, I have a really heavy thing going on with me lately with that it just keeps showing up. It's the same thing every single time, and every time I get a little bit more to let go, a little bit more. Oh, This morning I had like a really big eye-opening experience where I just woke up and I just kind of realized, wow, there's things that aren't mine. Oh, this belongs to so and so. Oh, this makes sense for this person and everything, but this is not me, So I don't have to hold on to that anymore. Again, using that discernment, apples to oranges, like, what do I prefer? What's going to make me move forward into my highest good? So we're going to pull one last card here, and then I'm going to close out this reading, but it's just kind of short and sweet today. Perfect card to end it. Take a break. Take a break from the busyness. Take a break from the same exact thing every single day. The routines, just everything that kind of keeps us in that loop of not being able to see the things that we need to see. We kind of keep ourselves busy. We move forward. We go shopping. We go eat. We do whatever instead of handling that thing that is right in front of us. So taking a break is definitely needed to be able to make that discernment, to take off the binds that no longer serve us, to be deeply replenished is going to happen when we actually make that decision to take a break, which is very hard to do within, the human world. And then also soul family here. So calling in your tribe, kind of saying, hey, these things don't really matter to me anymore. I'm willing to let these things go and be strong. And I wonder who's going to come into my life if I let that person or that experience or, that family member. Even sometimes we have to let go of these toxic things that aren't right for us. And it's so funny because we're taught to just accept it, right? That's part of our life. But actually, all we have to do here is just, say no, break the chain, do the things that are meant to be helping us to move forward. And we can't move forward unless we acknowledge. So this is the message for today, and I really hope it helped everyone out there. If you'd like to subscribe, I would really appreciate that. I'm just starting my channel, so it would really help me and everyone else in the collective to be able to find these videos. If this message resonated with you, I would love for you to comment below, and let's have conversations here, or anything that you really took from it that could help other people or even just yourself. So I'm so happy to be here. And I wish you peace, blessings, and all of the love.